So, being an economist, being a social scientist, I do research about human behavior, try to understand it, trying to find the non-linearity, and try to find some useful arguments through which I can then, make a educated judgment about what kind of economic future a certain country might have, or how the business is performing, or how an institution might really be working more efficiently. But still, practical experiences must I have it with Ministry of Commerce and think tank which is Prime, Pakistan Research Institute of Market Economy. But most importantly, what I'm saying is that one has to always try to follow a rational, logical, and argument. And as what I have done is, I've written a decent book with ChatGPT and Microsoft Copilot, engaging two AIs for the first time. I mean, imagine there's not a work yet available where what you say is that we hear talk shows every day where Pakistani leaders come and maybe the host is gonna host few leaders and then they have a great talk at prime time. I mean, so what I did was, for the first time, I mean, nobody has written yet has data available for two AIs, artificial intelligence language models talking to each other. And I wrote my very recent book by coding and allowing two artificial intelligence language models to talk to each other and then represent understanding how they would first have divergence point of views, then they would talk as if they are trying to understand each other, and then they would praise me as a moderator, where what it was about the role of pretensions and responsibility. And what is pretension? If you have a great childhood, you have great friends as a student life, you will have everything is good for you. That's what pretensions mean, really. That you have a certain opinion and impression about life, but then responsibility really teaches you a lesson, and that's what is practical life all about. That responsibility that I cannot really relax because I have two daughters who go to the school and who needs as parents, me and my wife have to take care of our daughters. So we cannot be all the time pretentious. But yes, now there's a tricky balance. A sportsman would always be optimistic. I mean, optimism is something else. But then, I mean, that's I wanted to share with you that everybody knows that things are not perfect. Pretensions do matter, but they have a limited scope when we talk about practical aspects of life. I mean, practical aspects of it, there might be some criticism, there might be some comments which might be considered negative, or which might have a political color to it. So you need to have tolerance, you need to have certain standard operating procedure to then address those issues. I mean, the governments work with those SOPs, businesses work, international organizations work with those SOPs. So this is a great avenue, this YouTube, which and I'm so happy to then make these video blogs where I can reach out to whoever likes to hear what I have to say. But what I'm saying is that this abstract gray divine retribution. I mean, of course, I'm a bit adherent to it now, as such, living for 10 years in a secular country, and honestly, such non-linearity is coming out of this world. Where, I mean, imagine Europeans who forgot about the world which could have wars. I mean, they would say that army. I could understand why Aisha Siddiqa was being given a podium at Dutch Parliament, because war was something of the past. And imagine what now Europe is significantly putting resources and increasing the defense budgets. This identity politics. I have certain opinions, educated opinions, but I don't know really what is happening, which has brought the new Nazism. I mean, how could, even as a Pakistani, I'm so I'm sensitive to this. I know that there's this tragedy of Holocaust. It could not be matched in any other wars. I mean, wars are fought between